Hello. How is everyone doing today? We're going to give it a couple minutes for people to hop on. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Is everyone having a good morning so far? It is at 10 a.m. Pacific. So wherever you are, I hope your Tuesday is going wonderful. I'm really excited for what I'm going to share with everyone today. So if you are on, just go ahead and say hi. Tell me where you're listening from in the comments, and I'm going to wait a little bit longer for people to hop on, and then I will go ahead and get started. And I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about a day that I had last Wednesday that kind of helped give me the content and what I wanted to share today about. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. We have Instagram and Facebook. So on Instagram, I'm in Real Estate Boss Mama's page, and on Facebook, I am in my business page, my Michelle Norman business page. So that is where you can find me live every Tuesday. Okay, I'm going to get started, and then we can go from there. So, okay, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining with me today, and I'm so excited for what I have to share. I am Michelle Norman, so for those of you who don't know me, I am a real estate broker in Northern California. I've been in real estate for 14 years, and I just have a passion to give back. I have been working solely by referral only for the last 10 or 11 years, and I have built a pretty successful business based on referrals only. So I love to share just tips and tricks that I do in my business that allows me to run a successful real estate business. And I love what I do, and I love sharing with other real estate mamas and real estate agents, and even people that are not in the real estate world. A lot of the things that I do in my business can apply to other businesses as well. So that is a little bit about me. I love all things real estate, and I am a mama of 2 boys, and we just have lots of fun together. And I am a wife to my husband, my high school sweetheart, Joe Norman. So that is a little bit about me. Again, if you are popping on, just go ahead and say hi. Let me know where you are watching from, and I would love to see who is on here. So thank you so much again for joining me today. It is Tuesday, and it's 10 a.m. Pacific, and today I am going to share 4 tips that you can start doing today to take control of your business and not have your business run you. So I am very excited to share the 4 tips that I have. But first, I want to share a little story that happened to me this last week, which prompted me to create this content for this Facebook Live. So last week on Wednesday, I actually posted it in my personal Instagram page. I might have posted it on the Real Estate Boss Mama's Instagram page as well. But on Wednesday of last week, I felt like nothing that I was doing was going right. I just felt like I was failing. I was running late to appointments, and I was just feeling really overwhelmed and just a little stressed out. And so I just was talking to my husband, and I was just like, I don't know what is going on right now, but I just feel like nothing that I'm doing is working well. And so from that conversation, I decided to take a step back and kind of analyze my life and my business. And from that, I realized that there were a couple appointments that I had scheduled that were not working well for my schedule. And so I actually canceled one appointment and I rescheduled another one. And I also realized that my organization that I had going on in my life at that time was not working for me. And so what I actually did was I went and I picked up like a little journal workbook, and I started to create like my own planner that would work well for my life and my schedule and for my real estate business. And so it's all into one. So it has my miracle morning, it has like my calendar at a month glance, and then I kind of dissect it into like weekly to-dos and then my daily. So every day I write like all of my things that I would like to focus on, my to-dos that I need to get done. The one thing that I for sure need to get done today that is an absolute, I have my daily gratitudes, my daily goals, and just like this is like my calendaring if I have any important meetings that I need to go to. And once I kind of like was able to put that all together, I definitely felt like a huge like relief, like, okay, like I can do this. And so from that experience, that prompted me into sharing the 4 tips that I realized that if I, work on implementing those things in my life and in my business, it allows me to take control of my life, my business, and not feel like my business and my life is running me. And that's how I was feeling for the last couple of weeks. Like I wasn't as organized as I usually am and that I wanted to be. And from that, I was feeling exhausted from it all. And I just felt like I couldn't catch a break, and I was just missing a lot of things that is normally not like me. So I wanted to share with you those kind of those takeaways that I was able to see from going through this experience last Wednesday. So I wrote them down. So tip number 1 is to create the daily to-do list to keep yourself on task and take control of your life. And then like I mentioned that I started to do in my journal is I have my daily to-do list, and then what I also do at the beginning of the week is I create my weekly to-do list. So all of the items that I would like to get done at some time this week. Obviously they all don't have to get done on one day. I kind of like pick and choose 1 to 2 items that I can do every day. And so that I'm kind of, by the end of the week, I have all the items done, but it's not so overwhelming that I try to create this huge goal and I get all 10 items done in one day. So I have realized that if I can create a weekly to-do list at the beginning, like on a Sunday night, and then if I can chunk them down into accomplishing 1 or 2 of those tasks every day, then I feel like I'm definitely more productive and I have more control over my business and my day and my life. Another thing that I realized that I encourage to do is to turn your phone to airplane mode when you are working on tasks during the day that are just like either income producing tasks, or even if you're just working on projects and you're like, okay, I need to get this one thing done. I have found it to be very successful if I like turn my phone over and I turn it to either silent or airplane mode, so that I'm not getting all of those notifications and text messages and email dings, and so that I can just focus on my one task at hand and I can do it very efficiently and effectively. Then I feel like I'm being very productive and useful with my time. And so then that goes right into tip number 3, is to not feel the need to respond instantly, every single time your phone dings with a email, a text message, or a notification for social media or any of the other apps on your phone. So, so what I try to do is I try to, in my time blocking schedule, I try to time block a couple times throughout the day that I will then respond to the text messages and the emails and go on social media to respond to any comments that people are making on posts that I've made. So then I just don't, that allows me to, again, you know, stay focused and not be reactive. I know as real estate agents, and I think just as everybody in general, we're very reactive people. And so we always want to constantly be reacting, especially to our phones. And I'm a big believer that for real estate agents, like, I don't feel like your client's going to fire you if you don't respond to their text messages within seconds. And for, you know, friends and family members that are like texting us or trying to get a hold of us, I don't think they're going to unfriend us if we don't respond instantly as well. So that is a huge struggle with me. That is something I have to work on every single day. But I feel like it's huge. Like, if you are in the middle of a task or a project or something that you are wanting to get completed, it is much better to stay active in that task than to get sidetracked. And then the time you come back, you got to figure out where you left off and get back in that groove to finish that task that's at hand. Whether instead of just finishing it and staying in the zone until you've completed the task, I know that I'm much more successful and productive if I just complete the task at hand and then go and check my emails or my phone. And then tip number 4 is to time block your day. So I mentioned time blocking a little bit on tip number 3, but that has been huge for me. And ending the week last week and beginning this week, I'm feeling much more just at peace and relaxed, knowing that, like, I have my schedule all time blocked, and I have my to-dos that I know that I'm gonna get done yesterday and today and tomorrow. And then another thing that I feel like I've heard people do recently that I really want to try to start doing more successful in my life and my day is also what's known as batching. So batching is that you kind of time block like-minded items together. So if you are one to do a lot of videos, then maybe you record all your videos together. Or if you are going to do handwritten notes to your clients, then maybe you batch all those together, stuff like that. So I'm still working on that. I do not have that implemented well in my calendar and in my time blocking, but that's a goal of mine I want to strive to. And I think it takes a little kind of rearranging and massaging of your calendar, especially at a week's glance, for you to figure out, like, okay, maybe Monday I'm going to focus on these items. Tuesday, the one thing that I do that is on Fridays are my Pop-By Fridays. So I guess that would be an example of batching. Instead of doing like a Pop-By every day, I try to do like 5 to 7 Pop-Bys every Friday, and I just call it Pop-By Friday. So that's just one area in my life that I have it. Obviously, there's a lot of others that I would like to try to maneuver and change my schedule around to be able to do that. Okay, so there you have it, the 4 things that you can start doing now in your business and in your life to take control of your business and not have your business run you. Like I mentioned earlier, we are all notorious for just reacting to our day. And if we can try to be proactive with creating the weekly to-do list at the beginning of the week, or even every night before or first thing in the morning, creating our to-do list for the day, and time blocking, turning our phone to airplane mode, then we will be more productive in our day, and we will feel like we have our business under control and that it's not running us. So I just want to really quickly share them again. So tip number 1 was to create like a daily and weekly to-do list. Tip number 2 was to try to turn your phone to airplane mode, or at least turn it over and put it on silent when you are working on those tasks and those projects, so that you do not get distracted and you can stay on task and focused and not react. And then tip number 3 is to respond and react to your phone every single time it dings with an email or a text message or a notification. And tip number 4 was to time block your schedule. I time block at a week in advance. So I actually have my whole week time blocked to where, you know, my miracle morning, working out, the hours that I work on my business, in my business and on my business, dealing with the kids with sports and homework, you know, dinners, stuff like that. So every day I kind of time block it in just like areas of what is going on during that day. And then, like, for example, I work my real estate business from the hours of like 10 to 2. That's my primary chunk hours. And then I use my daily to-do list to figure out what I need to get done during those hours, whether it's showing property, writing offers, responding to clients, you know, stuff like that. So that is what I have for you for today. I hope that you guys found those 4 tips of value, and I hope that you can start implementing them in your business and in your life. I want to remind you guys that you can follow Real Estate Boss Mamas on Instagram. It's at Real Estate Boss Mamas. If you are a real estate boss mama, we have a private Facebook group just for you as well, where I share all of my tips and the tricks that I do in my real estate business on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that is strictly working by referral only. All of the strategies, my checklists, you know, I am there for you. So go find us on Facebook underneath groups, and we are Real Estate Boss Mamas. Would love for you to just join us there. There are amazing like-minded real estate boss mamas where we're all together to support each other and encourage each other and help each other grow our businesses, especially in working by referral. So that is what I have for you today. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment if you have any questions. I would love to be able to answer any questions that you may have. And again, go and follow us on Instagram at Real Estate Boss Mamas, and come and join our private Real Estate Boss Mamas group on Facebook. Make it a great day, everyone, and I will catch you next week. Same time and same place. So next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, and I will see you then. Have a great day.